Sister Myra, bilang ito ay ating Love Month special episode, kwentuhan nyo naman po kami ng inyong love story. Nakaranas ka ba ng romantic love bago ka pumasok sa RCM? Paano ito nakaapekto sa inyong bukasyong magmadre noon?
Yes, Father. Nakaranas po ako ng romantic love before entering the convent.
Kinikilig
First,
ako. Mabuhay Pilipinas and hello to the rest of the world.
Welcome to your companion in looking at the church, the world, and the society from consecrated point of view. This is your kahabit, Sister Maria Clafetranse, OP, of the Dominican Sisters of the Most Holy Rosary of the Philippines.
Join us for your weekly dose of inspiration and information straight from the consecrated men and women in the Philippines. I am your kahabit, Father Toots Bandafe of the Order of Carmelites.
And we are
The Habits! Ayan, good day mga kahabits at kahabits Sister Cleofe.
Oh, how are you,
I'm
kapatid?
fine. Ako, buwan ng pag-ibig at pagmamahal at inspired pa rin tayo sa bukasyon, sa vocation story ni Sister Myra Ventura.
No. So, ang ganda ng episode natin ng last
Yes.
Friday,
So,
kapatid.
ang isang vocation story ay isang love story.
Oo. So, magandang balik-balikan yung vocation story.
Correct. Oo.
Kaya, so yun po, ang month of February is a month of heart. It's not only for a human love, but at the same time, a divine love.
Divine love.
We are called for a higher kind of love.
Yes.
So, yun, mga kahabits, isa na namang nakakabusog at nakakatabang padasyal ang pagsasamahan natin. Pero, hindi lang nakakabusog sa tiyan at panlasa, kundi nakakataba na rin ng puso't kaluluwa. Ready ka na ba, kahabit, Father Toots?
Ako pa.
Always ready.
Nako, super excited na ako. Sobra excited na ako, Sister Cleofe.
Kaya.
Dahil first time kong sumama sa isang food padasyal. Sa ang food destination na naman kaya tayo ngayong araw. Sabay-sabay natin alamin mamaya.
Kaya nga, we miss you in some episodes.
Correct, na-miss ko yun talaga.
First time mo talaga to kahabit, Father Toots. Don't worry, treat namin ito para sa inyo. Pero, treat nyo na rin kami sa aming social media accounts. Punta lang sa ating Instagram and Facebook accounts. Visit our Instagram, amrsp.media, and Facebook account, .com/amrsp.org.
Help our ministries and advocacies by sending us Facebook stars. All you need to do is click the star icon next to the comment section. Then you can now buy stars and send them to us.
Because for every stars we receive or we earn 50 centavos only, and it's available to the AMRSP Facebook page. The more stars you send, the more people you can help.
At mga kahabits, subscribe na to our YouTube channel, AMRSP Media, and also watch our episodes in TV Maria. Hanapin ang TV Maria channel sa inyong free and cable TV at tumutok every Sunday nights at 8:30 p.m. and every Thursdays at 6 a.m. and 10 p.m.
Mga kahabits, sama na sa ating food adventure today. We are here in Quezon City, and this is
The Habits on the Spot. Presenting, tadalan, the SONRIE Cafe.
Masarap, kapatid. Kanilang ano.
Buti
Iba.
sinama mo ako dito.
Oo nga eh. Akala ko nga po wala kang time. Sa you missed this time.
Ay! Nandiyan na pa kayo mga kahabits. Napasarap yung kapihan namin dito sa SONRIE Cafe. Lalo't na't sinamahan pa nitong Mother Asunta's bread. Pero kahabits si Sir Cleofe, bakit na ba tinawag na Mother
Oo
Asunta's
nga.
bread? At ano ang ibig sabihin ng SONRIE?
Yun din ang tanong ko kanina, kapatid. Nako, kahabit Father Toots. Maski ako, hindi ko rin alam eh. Kaya nagtatanong din ako nang pumasok po tayo dito. Pero, may kilala akong makakasagot ng mga tanong natin na yan. Kaya, huwag nating patagalin pa para ipakilala sa atin ang SONRIE Cafe at ang nagpapatakbo nito. Excited na ba kayo?
Ako excited na.
Oo.
Sarap pagkain pa lang.
Ay,
bread pa
syempre,
lang, ha?
yun.
Kape.
Somebody po, kailangan po natin talagang matuklasan kung ano po ba ito. Makakasama natin sina Sister Stephanie Estorpe, MSCS, at si Sister Maria Teresa Mercado, MSCS.
Yay!
Hello, sisters! Nako, nako, sister, masasagutan na po itong mga tanong namin. Kanina pa po kaming excited at saka curious din. Ano kayang ibig sabihin kayo, kahabit Father
Alam
Toots?
mo, malapit ako nabilaukan.
Bakit naman? May coffee ka.
Daming nakain
Ang
ko
sarap
ng
kaya ng
Mother
tinapay
Asunta's
nila,
bread.
kapatid.
Kaya maraming salamat po at pinayagan nyo kami, sisters, na to feature your wonderful cafe. So, Sister Stephanie, help us to get to know the place. Ano po ba ang ibig sabihin ng SONRIE? At paano, kailan, at bakit kayo nagsimula sa inyong sariling cafe?
Okay po. So, SONRIE po, it's a Spanish word for smile. So, back in 2020, alam naman po nating lahat na kung gaano po yun gaano po yun kahirap ng taon na yun para sa ating lahat. No, maraming mga businesses ang nagsara, maraming nawala ng trabaho, at saka hindi natin makakalimutan yung mga sacrifices ng ating mga
Oo
medical
nga.
frontliners, di ba? So, as missionaries, as religious missionaries, we are always called to respond naman to the needs of the time, di ba po? So, yung una naming concern, yung immediate concern ng aming community was to feed the hungry. So, we did food distribution po to the street vendors, street dwellers, tsaka sa mga medical frontliners, tsaka mga motorists, yung mga naapektuhan po ng pandemya. So, over time, syempre, hindi naman po kami na-spare sa pandemic. So, scarce din po yung resources namin, naapektuhan din po kami. So, with reflections and of course prayers, the idea of putting up a cafe was born in order to sustain our feeding project po. Tapos, ayun, here in SONRIE, we serve with smile, with passion, ganun po.
Alam mo, Sister Steph, kahit sa pandemic, SONRIE pa rin.
Yes.
I like it. A smile is a friend maker. I like it.
Yes, opo.
Yun yung unang nakita ko nung pumasok ako dito, kapatid.
Ako din.
Very welcoming yung ambience ng lugar nito.
Na-feel ko agad.
Hindi ka mag-smile, talaga mapipilitan ka mag-smile. Oh, nako. Very inspiring naman po talaga ang humble beginnings niyo, sister. Imagine ka, kapatid, it was just started during a pandemic na kung
Yes.
saan close ang lahat. At
Correct.
sila lang po yung nagbukas
Yes.
just to cater ng needs ng sitwasyon.
July 12 po, at the height of the pandemic.
Kaya
po
nga,
talaga.
ano, amazing.
Habang may kalungkutan, may nakasmile.
Kasi naka-smile, talagang it speaks of the name of your restaurant. Ito yung natin. So, ganun talaga. Ngayon naman po, Sister Teresa, mas kilalanin po natin ang inyong cafe. Ano-ano po ba ang mga pagkain ino-offer po dito sa SONRIE Cafe?
Okay. Ito po actually my list. Ako dito, sister, kasi sa kadami-dami na nandito sa aming brochures.
Oo nga, no?
Yes, did you see this? Okay, the number one po is bakso. Yun ang the best na isa sa mga pagkain na ino-offer namin dito sa SONRIE. Then we have the sati ayam, an Indonesian menu, from Indonesia, of course. We have the boksoy, the pork or the chicken adobo, chicken curry, tuna spring roll, fried bangus belly. Of course, our homemade.
Kaya,
There's
ang
the
sarap,
bread
sister.
with this Italian coffee. We We have also mais or banana con hielo. We have drinks, of course, with lemon. Fresh juices in season. Banana or carrot cake because these are the best with coffee.
So that means to say the menu that you're offering here, sister, is a combination of Indonesian and at the same time a Filipino
Yes,
menus.
actually it's like an international.
Oo nga.
Ang napansin ko, Sister Teresa, ha?
See?
Healthy food.
Yes, that's the best. We should eat the healthy food, especially this time of pandemic.
Ito. Ang galing, ano. Humble beginnings, ito yun na-start nila. Tapos yung Asunta bread, pangalan, o ano, talagang ano din ako, ano pangalan?
Ako si Sister Teresa ang chef, ang head chef.
Alam na alam niya.
Sa baking po. Well, all of us, we know how to bake. Yes,
lahat.
yes.
Ay, ang galing.
I learned how to bake when I was a novice.
Sarap.
You know that?
Galing.
I was still a novice at that time. So all of us here, we know how to bake bread.
Galing.
Wow. Ito
Talagang,
yung nakakaano din.
ano, no? Sister, sa lahat ng nabanggit ninyo, alin po sa kanila ang pinaka best sellers? Yung
Yes.
binabalik-balikan ng mga customers.
Yes, Father, I like to share that. Okay, number one is bakso. You know why? Because you could not find bakso in our neighborhood, in other restaurants, because it's an Indonesian cuisine.
Wow.
And the one who is cooking is an Indonesian sister.
Authentic.
So, it's really authentic.
Galing.
And you know, I live also in Indonesia for more than 10 years, so I really know the taste and I know
Nag-mission
also
ka
how to
doon.
cook
Wow.
bakso.
Talaga, hindi mo
I
na
know.
kailangan palang
I
pumunta
love it.
ng Indonesia just to taste ng bakso po
Yes,
na
okay
to.
po. That is number one. The second is sati ayam. For us in the Philippines, we call it barbecue. Made of
Barbecue.
chicken. Ayam means chicken. And the buksoy, made of green leafy vegetable. We have here in the Philippines. We have this. And yun ang gustong-gusto ng mga tao kasi masarap na, mura pa, ho, di ba? And of course, the bread. Kasi as I mentioned with you, you could not find this kind of bread because this is an Italian bread, Italian recipe from Mother Asunta's recipe, but handed down from one generation to the
Wow!
next.
How many centuries na yan, ha?
Yes, from 1895.
And you maintain, sister, na kanyang texture and everything of this
Yes
bread.
po. So if you notice, hindi siya sweet.
So when we eat this bread, it reminds us of their own beginnings,
Yes.
na kanilang mismong
May kwento
founderess.
ang Mother's Asunta's bread.
Maganda din pala, no?
So, pangalan pa lang, nakakatakam na, sister. Kaya
Yes
mga
po.
ka-habits, this is it. Tikman time na, no? Titikman natin ang mga bestsellers at ihahain na rin sa atin ang mga pinaka sikat na mga menu nila dito sa SONRIE Cafe. So, Sister Stephanie, ano pong una nating ihahain sa ating mga ka-habits?
So, of course po, natikman niyo po na po yung Mother Asunta bread, isa sa mga binabalik-balikan din dito sa SONRIE. So, let's go with the yung classic din po na dish ng SONRIE, so, bakso po. Ito po.
Bakso.
So,
Thank you, sister.
ayan. Isa sa mga bestseller nila po, mga ka-habits, is the bakso. Tama po ba ang pagka-pronounce
Yes
pa,
po.
sister? Baka mabubulol.
Perfect.
Kapatid,
Perfect.
amoy
Amoy,
pa lang.
inaamoy mo talaga.
Busog na ako.
Ay, oo nga.
Yes.
So, this is an Indonesian
Indonesian
menu.
cuisine. Yeah.
Cuisine. Matitikman natin ngayon mga ka-habits kung ano po yung lasa ng kanilang bakso. So, no need for you to go to Indonesia just to taste the bakso. Only here in SONRIE Cafe. Okay.
1-3.
Let's taste.
Sister, iba ang taste niya. Baksong-bakso talaga.
Wow!
So, meaning kapatid, natikman mo na pala to.
Distinct ang taste niya, masarap.
Yes.
Iba ang lasa niya kaysa ibang noodles. Mukhang mapaparami ako nito, kapatid. Kain po
Try
tayo, sister.
Ayan.
Feel at home po.
Thank you.
Nako.
Wala. Ang sarap talaga, sister. First time ko pa matikman po ito ng Indonesian.
That's our best.
Ito palang
Best
binabalik-balikan ng mga customers ninyo dito. Sa mga kahabits, punta na po kayo dito at tikman po ninyo itong best seller po nila na bakso.
Sister Teresa, Sister Steph, bakit kaya ito? Bakit Indonesian?
Oh, the reason is that we have an Indonesian sister with us.
Okay.
Actually, they are two, one novice and one junior sister. And of course, if you're an Indonesian, you know how to cook bakso, and it's really authentic.
And you were a missionary too?
Yes, I had been there for more than 10 years. And
More than
actually,
10.
I know also how to cook bakso. And this is one of my favorites in Indonesia.
So that means to say, dapat pala lahat ng mga members ng congregation matuto talaga magluto nito.
Yes.
Pero maganda sister kasi international kasi sila.
Oo.
So, kung may Vietnamese na kasama,
Yes, Father. Actually,
tuturuan
I
kayo
have
ng
been
Vietnamese
also in
cuisine.
Vietnam, so I know also how to cook the soup because I love this hot pot.
Okay.
Yeah. Maybe in the future po, we will offer.
Filipino din, syempre.
We have a lot of Filipino food here, like the
Yes.
adobo, you know, the one that I mentioned
Yes,
this morning.
yes. Nako,
Pero kapatid, may iba ako. Di ba kanina yung tungkol sa tinapay po nila, yung Mother Assumpta bread. Ako, curious talaga ako, bakit tinawag po nilang Mother Assumpta's bread yung tinapay? Ngayon to,
pwede namang mother mama.
Yun nga. Tanungin natin si sister, ang sarap pa yan ng...
Sino si Mother Assumpta?
Okay, that's a good question.
At bakit naging tinapay siya? Joke lang.
That's a good question,
Yes,
Father.
Oo
Kasi
nga.
ang daming asunta sa buhay natin dito.
Yes.
Oo.
Okay, so actually, Mother Assunta Marchetti, the family name is Marchetti, an Italian brave woman who answered the call of God to be a missionary sister. I would say a brave woman because at that time, you know, to travel abroad from Italy to Brazil, you know, was not easy. And the exact recipe of this bread originally from Mother Assunta. Perhaps I can show the picture of our
Ayan!
co-foundress,
Mga kahabits,
Mother Assunta Marchetti. Mother Assunta Marchetti is not just an ordinary sister because she played a very significant role in our congregation. She was the co-foundress of the Missionary Sisters of St. Charles Borromeo, and we are known as Calawinians. Actually, Mother Assunta was one of the pioneer sisters who were sent to Brazil after their first profession. So in other
So bata
words,
pa.
yes, so in other words, the congregation was born in Italy, no? In Piacenza, Italy, but grown up in Brazil, spread in other places. The whole, I think, we're so known in Brazil as Carlistas. Okay, so from the north, south, west, and east, we're present, and through the presence of Mother Assunta.
so sister, si Mother Assumpta originally po, may Italian, and then how is it na may bread po? Ano po yung ano
Yes,
po?
because sister, first and foremost, after Mother Assunta, I mean, when she arrived in Brazil, the brother, Father Joseph Marchetti, who became the co-founder of the congregation, asked Mother Assunta to work in the orphanage house. And
Orphanage.
Yes, we have an orphanage house in Brazil. And of course, these children, these kids, they are children of the immigrants. Remember those days in 1895, there were a lot of migrants or Italian who immigrate in Brazil. No, they went to Brazil because of the situation before. So at that time, especially in Brazil, they're not eating rice like us. No, that they eat
Yeah,
rice 2
Filipinos
times
are
a day.
fan of eating rice.
They love bread. So Mother Assunta used to bake bread for the orphans and for the
For the migrants na.
So si Mother Assunta, kaya in her memory, pinangalan itong tinapay sa kanya, Mother Assunta's bread.
Yes, because the recipe
It's
came
it's her recipe
from
Mother
also.
So,
Assunta.
originally talaga, si Mother
Siyempre-
Assumpta ang nagbe-bake ng tinapay,
Siyempre kapatid,
kahabits.
no? Kung magpapakain ka ng maraming orphans, yung ano yung
Yes, there are
mga
more
anak
than-
ng mga
ng mga immigrants, yung mga
Talagang
Italians who migrated in Brazil.
Kailangan mong maging creative, no?
Yes, and
Kaya,
they are farmers.
So from Italy, and then pumunta ng Brazil si
Brazil.
Mother Assunta,
Yes.
yung missionary Zillian,
That's why
Kaya
po she was known as a brave woman.
Oh.
In fact, Mother Assunta was already beatified.
Oh,
in
blessed
2000,
Assunta na pala
yes,
siya.
in 2014.
Beata.
2014.
In Brazil. That's
Kaya
why
yung-
we call Blessed Mother Assunta Marchetti a missionary sisters with a maternal heart.
So yung Escalabrian sisters, yung humble beginnings ninyo, talagang you are always immersed in the lives of the simple people, especially the immigrants.
Exactly, Father.
Yung mga nasa peripheries nating
Correct.
mga kapatid, ano?
Sister,
So-
yung periphery na term, ngayon lang yan.
Dati
Una
ano
na sila.
talaga,
Yes.
sa laylayan.
Yes.
Already those words when we
Yes,
were
Father.
studying
Tama po,
of the
Father.
congregation.
Oo.
At from Brazil, sister, ano nangyari? Dumami at dumami ang mga sisters.
Yes, because actually Mother Assunta became the first general superior of the congregation. And she had that passion, you know, the passion to serve the poor. And not only the poor or the kids, but Mother Santa used to go out to help also those who are sick.
Talagang lumalabas
she's not a doctor, but she used to go around to visit the hospital to help the sick in the time. You know, not only praying, but she really worked like a doctor. So her life, you know, from an ordinary person, an ordinary sister, like to an extraordinary when the Pope gave the permission.
Sister Teresa, Sister Stephanie, pakikwento naman, bakit nasa migrant ministry tayo? Pero pwede magtanong muna, ano i-teach?
Okay po. So,
Napasarap naman yung
Oo nga. Kasi very interesting kasi ng kanilang humble beginnings, kahabit Father Toots. Curious tayo kung bakit may tinapay, si anong
Sige, pero bakit magkwentuhan?
Ayan, oo nga. Sige.
buksoy.
Buksoy.
Opo.
Ano yan? Indonesian?
Ano po?
Filipino?
Opo. Indonesian sister din po namin yung nag-prepare nito. So, ano po siya, it's made of buksoy. It's a kind of pechay din. Tapos, with peanut sauce, ganon. So, tikman nyo na lang po, Father, para
Nako! Vegan pa naman ako, sister.
Ako din, kapatid.
Ngayon.
Sir, Father.
Thank
that
you po.
is...
Wow, thank you po. Tapos, sister, bakit naging kayo, kilala, alam mo si Sir Cleofe, kilala ang mga Scalabrinians sa Migrants Ministry.
Opo.
Sila talaga yung forerunner sa migration, sa mga issues ng ating mga overseas workers, mga biktima ng human trafficking, human smuggling. Bakit po yun talaga ang pinaka-ministry ng Scalabrinian Sisters?
Kasi po yung founder po namin is Blessed John Baptist Scalabrini. In his time po, he was a bishop of Piacenza. So, during his time, he observed in his parish na yung mga parishioners niya, they were migrating to Brazil and anywhere else din. So there was this one significant moment in his lifetime na napadaan siya sa train station ng Milan. Tapos he saw the migrants there, nung parang yung very talaga. And then ang tawag dyan yung parang he felt that he saw the desperate situation that they are in there. Tapos ayun, he was moved to serve them, and then that is from where ang tawag dyan, we came to life yung Scalabrinian Fathers first, and then the sisters after some time.
May soft heart siya sa
yes, for the migrants.
Ang ganda, no? Kaya nakita niya, why are people always moving out, no?
Sabi po ni Blessed Scalabrini, they were like sheep without a shepherd. And that's why Blessed Scalabrini also is known as a father to the migrants.
Kapatid, napaka-soft. Ang heart niya ay talagang for the poor, for the simple people, the migrants, those who are always moving, traveling. Napaka-soft, kagaya po ng kita-kapit ngayon.
Kamusta, Father?
Masarap nga, kakaiba pong lasa niya. The peanuts and then the veggies. Masarap pala siya.
Ay, busog na ako sa ganito.
First time.
Ano?
Buksoy.
Buksoy. Hindi siya chapsoy, kapatid, ha?
No.
Buksoy po.
And it's very nutritious.
It's very
Yes.
Because we did not saute that one.
Yeah. Huwag na natin. Sabihin kaya nila yung mga ingredients nito. Kasi may mga sekreto din talaga kahabit Father Toots yung mga...
Sigurado ako, sister, may green ito.
Oh, yes. Di ko napansin, Father. Di ko po napansin.
So aside from this na mga best sellers po ninyo, sister, are there still po na mga natin?
Sister, nauuhaw ata ako.
Oo nga. Alam ko naman yung mata mo kanina pa niyan, kaya tinatanong ko na si sister.
Ikaw talaga, kapatid, napaka-sensitive mo.
Oo.
This is naman po, banana con yelo.
Ayan. So,
Ngayon ko lang narinig ito.
banana con yelo. Kasi usually siguro kahabits Father Toots, yung order mo is mais con yelo.
At meron din sila.
Ah, okay. You have that also here,
Yes, we
sister.
have That's the choice, banana or mais.
Tikman natin po mga kahabits yung kanilang one of their best seller.
Banana con yelo.
Banana con yelo. Sa mainit na panahon talagang
Yes,
pasok na
sister.
pasok to.
Just try, sister. This is your... Kasi nag-melt na siya.
Oo nga, nag-melt na siya.
So, mga kapatid, mga Calabrian
Tutay.
sisters, from Brazil, saan pumunta na ang mga madre,
Nahirapan
mga
ako
missionaries
mag-open.
ninyo?
First, doon muna siya nag-focus in Brazil. As I mentioned kanina, north, south, west, and east.
Brazil.
But Mother Assunta,
hirap ako
when she
mag-look.
arrived in Brazil, doon muna sila sa Sao Paulo. Sao Paulo
Sao
is
Paulo, yes.
located in the
Assist, please.
southern
Thank you.
part of Brazil. And it was good that the Lord gave me the opportunity to go to Brazil and was able to see the places where Mother Assunta was.
Ang ganda, no?
Yes. And then from Brazil, of course, spread na in other countries, like going back to Italy also, and to Asia.
Yung humble begin. Nakapunta ka din ng Brazil?
No, not yet pa.
Not yet pa.
Not yet.
Darating din yung kapatid.
If God
Yun
willing.
din po, Father.
So talagang from Brazil, dumami ang mga missions, tapos nag-expand kayo. At
Yes.
saka din kayo sa Asia.
Yes, in Asia, they arrived in 1987.
Okay.
The sisters arrived. So, in Asia, we are present in, like, for example, in Taiwan, Vietnam, Indonesia,
India.
and of course, here in the Philippines.
O in fairness kapatid,
Iba
masarap.
talaga. Masarap. Super.
Masarap. Nako, pasok na pasok
Yung mga
talaga ito sa
kahabits,
mainit na
If you happen
panahon.
to be in Quezon City, please come.
And taste.
Hindi ko ito natikman sa ibang cafe.
Nako, balik-balikan talaga ninyo ito.
Original, and how do you call this, sister?
Banana con yelo.
Banana con yelo, mga kapatid. So sarap.
Ito na. Ay nako, Sister Teresa, maraming salamat po for introducing to us these Calabrian sisters, and hopefully po makatulong kami in spreading your congregation, lalo-lalo na sa ating mga dalagang mga kahabits. O ayan.
Ayan, mag-vocation
At
campaign
of
tayo.
course, no, ma-inspire sila sa pagpasok sa inyong congregations. Sister, how many Filipinos do you have here in the Philippines? Mga candidates niyo information.
Right now po, mga junior sisters na po.
Ay
Kaya
nako,
we are calling
expect.
all of them.
Oo
Yes,
nga.
yes,
Oo.
Again, the
Mga
joy
gusto
of
mag-Madrid
consecrated
dyan.
life, correct.
Opo.
And thank you din, Sister Stephanie, sa inyong amazing food.
You're welcome
Oo
po.
nga.
You
Promise
are
talaga,
very much
oo.
welcome in
Dito
our
sa Sonrie
coffee
Cafe.
shop.
Pero mga kahabits, curious ba kayo kung paano niluluto ang kanilang napakasarap na mga bestsellers? Ang Indonesian bakso? Mamaya na yan after our short break. Kaya huwag kayong aalis.
Bisitahin muna ang ating Instagram and Facebook at mag-send na ng Facebook stars. Dahil the more stars you send, the more people you can help.
At kahabits, let's reach our goal of 10,000 subscribers for our YouTube channel, AMRSP Media.
More food adventures sa aming pagbabalik, only here with your information and inspiration companion. This is The Habits.
Ako, tapusin ko talaga ito.
Yes,
Enjoy,
Father.
Father,
Busin mo yun,
sister.
Father.
Sister, mukhang balutin tayo.
Hindi ko natin sa scoop talagang hihigupin. Can we start? Paano po ba? Paano po ba natin gagawin? Ano pong una?
And
pepper.
yes, white pepper, and we have the garlic.
At nandito pa rin kayo sa The Habits on the Spot.
Presenting the Sonrie Cafe.
At ngayon, mga kahabits, ay kasama naman natin si Sister Yasmin
Yes.
Bere, MSCS. Dahil ngayon ay nasa kitchen na tayo ng Sonrie Cafe. Dahil as promised, ay tuturuan nila tayo kung paano niluluto ang isa sa kanilang mga bestsellers na bakso.
Ayun.
Sister,
Ngayon nga, yes, sister. excited na po kami. Kayo ba, mga kahabis, excited na rin po ba kayo kung paano po ito gawin at ano po mga ingredients na ginagamit po nila sa kanilang bakso na menu? Okay, so sister, can we start? Paano
Yes
po
po.
ba? Paano po ba natin gagawin? Ano pong una natin
What's the
gagawin,
first
sister?
Okay, so the first step we have here, for sure we have to form first the meatball. So we have the ingredients here. First is the ground pork, and we have also the pork cubes, and we have salt. We have also white pepper, and
pepper.
yes, white pepper, and we have the garlic, and all the ingredients we have to pound it and to make it into a paste like this. So yes
Okay.
po. So
And
these are
then-
all the ingredients that
So we have 5
pounded.
ingredients. So before that, mga kahabits, si Sister Yasmin po is really an Indonesian. So ang i-prepare po nilang menu, prepare po ni Sister Yasmin na menu, is really an Indonesian menu which by the hands of the Indonesian sister.
Authentic.
Authentic
Okay.
talaga.
Sige, sister,
Kaya
ano
sabi
gagawin
natin.
So first, we take the ingredients
Oh,
which is already ready. I have
Yeah.
prepared already. So just mix it in the ground pork. Yes
Ground
po.
pork.
And for sure we have to mix it well.
Yes, yes. And shall I help open that?
Actually, it's already everything
okay,
is
okay.
here. I just put this.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ganun pala.
So we have only 5 ingredients, mga kahabits.
Yes po.
Alam mo si Sister Cleofe, ayan, ang mga Scalabrian sisters ay nagbabahagi ng kanilang sikreto, hindi na sikreto, kapatid.
Oo, kasi nakikita na.
ibabahagi nila sa atin. Kasi napakasarap po ng bakso. Ay, nako, promise. Ayan.
Come and taste po, mga kahabits. Ayan po. So,
After
nahalo
we
na
mix
po.
it well,
Yes.
just have to form it into balls.
balls.
Yeah, make it round.
Sister, half kilo ba yung ano?
Yes po, it's half kilo. Yes po.
Kaya ka ang dami. Ako, busog na busog tayo ngayon yan. Excited ako mamaya sa bakso ulit.
So,
Masarap ito yung
Sister Yasmin,
binabalik-balikan.
habang kayo po ay nag-prepare, ay may gusto pa nating makilala. Gusto pa natin makilala ang mga Scalabrian sisters in the Philippines. Kaya naman, tawagin natin ngayon si Sister Elizabeth Pedernal, MSCS, ang Delegate Superior ng Missionary Sisters of St. Charles Borromeo,
Ayan.
Scalabrin.
yes.
Hello! Welcome!
Welcome.
Kahabit, yun.
Welcome dito sa aming community.
Yes, thank you.
Nice to be here, sister.
Kanina pa lang, welcome na welcome.
Kaya-
Samahan mo pa lang, welcome na kami. Sister Beth.
Yes.
Alam mo, Sister Cleope, all friends.
Kaya
Ayan,
ba?
mga
Obvious-
missionaries, no?
obvious
Bakit
kapatid.
rin po namin kayo, Sister Beth. Mas gusto pa po namin makilala ang mga Scalabrian sisters. Nag-share na kanina si Sister Teresa, Sister
Teresa.
Steph. Pero, kailan po ba kayo nagsimula, Sister Beth, ang misyon niyo dito sa Pilipinas at ano ang inyong mga ministries at apostolates dito sa Pilipinas?
Ayan, oo
Okay.
po.
Dito sa Pilipinas, nagsimula po kami noong taong 1986. The first sisters landed in the Philippines. And with this beginning, we are still under the province of Our Lady of Fatima, which is based in the United States, which that Our Lady of Fatima opened in 1941 upon what had Sister Teresa had shared, the return of the congregation from Brazil to Italy and also going back to the other part of Americas, 1941. And during the change of migration, the movement of migration, wherein most Filipinos are moving outward of the Philippines, the call for the realities of migration in the Philippines is very, very high. So with that, the congregation tried to respond to that particular need. So noong 1986 po, 1987, we are officially established here in the Philippines, and this is our first community. And after the growth of Philippines, we also opened in other parts of Asia, India, Indonesia. That's why we have Sister Yasmin
Sister
here.
Yasmin.
We have opened in Vietnam, in Taiwan, and also other parts here in the Philippines. But what is the mission of, what is the activity of the Scalabrian sisters in the Philippines particularly, or also how it is grow in Asia? first in the Philippines, as I have mentioned, ang pada yung OFWs,
Okay.
yung wave na migration doon, very high nga po, katulad na bagay ko kanina. And with that, together with this Calabrian priest, we try to respond to the need of the Philippines and that realities. And developing with the mission and also merging, growing in the later missionaries, where we are about 30 Filipina sisters, which is dispersed in the different parts of the world. And ang mission po namin is the pastoral care for the migrants. We know that our charism is the pastoral care for the migrants, and it is being realized in different situations, in education, in pastoral care, in the dioceses, in the Episcopal conferences. And here in the Philippines, we did some presences in the Episcopal conferences, in the mission with the seafarers, with the migrants in the different dioceses. Also, we had set up a certain schools responding to the need of the family left behind, especially yung mga bata po.
So, anak ng mga migrants
Opo,
at the
mga
same time.
migrants po talaga. Asawa. Ang pinakamahirap kasi dito, and I remember when I was already working with the migrants together with the other sisters, we tried to set up how we can better respond to the need of the family left behind. Kasi we did, with the new missionaries, we sent them out in order to follow through ano yung pangangailangan ng mga Filipinos in the other parts of the world. Kasi just like our charism, following the spirit of our founder, Blessed John Baptist Calabrini, siya po yung aming model para sundan yung dimension na yon.
Kaya Sister Cleofe, alam mo, pag sinabing Scalabrinian, tatak pastoral care sa migrants.
Oo.
Yung migrants, kasama yung kanilang mga families. At mas dito ko na mas naintindihan bakit ang SONRIE Cafe ay isang expression ng kanilang charity. I love that word, charity. They use it many times. Narinig ko at nabasa ko doon. Talagang yung pagmamahal ng Diyos ay konkreto para sa kanilang migrants, families ng mga migrants, at yung mga lahat tayo na naging biktima ng pandemic.
Tapos yung talagang pangalan po ng kanilang cafe, SONRIE, it speaks of their charism. Mabigat ang trabaho and very challenging po yung mga...
When you smile in the midst of suffering and hunger, there is hope.
And
there is love.
Eto.
And that's what our co-founder, Mother Asunta, had said. You have
Yes!
Yes, Mother Asunta's bread.
A new hope smiles on us.
Yes.
And no matter what, in spite of this pandemic, in spite of these difficulties, still there is the hope that is smiling, that will be smiling all throughout. And the new hope that will lingers and give us new life.
So a smiles that not only external but of course within, yung saya, yung happiness po in working with our brothers and sisters in need. Yung mga nasa...
Nainggit ako sa creativity ng mga
Oo
Scalabrinian
nga,
sisters.
kakaiba.
Hindi ko naisip to. Imagine
So,
to offer
good that we are
a
here,
space
kapatid.
where you can smile at people, alam mo kapatid, yung cafe, SONRIE Cafe nila, na ministry nila, no, ay bago lang. At pero may mga suki na sila at binabalik-balikan ng mga tao. At ang sabi nga doon, kapatid, ang pagkain ay pagkain. More than pagkain ay yung spiritual nourishment, friendship na develop sister sa cafe, at saka yung joy ng mga sisters to serve. At kasama na dito ang ginagawa ni Sister Yasmin.
Ayan,
Bakso.
meatballs muna po tayo.
Bakso.
Di ba may kasabihan, kapatid, the fastest way of gaining man's heart is through
The stomach.
Oh, yun.
This is really
And
amazing.
ito.
Napaka-creative na ministry natin. At pagkatapos yan, Sister Yasmin,
Oo.
anong gagawin natin?
Next one, we have to boil this.
Oh my God, lulutuin pala yan.
Yes po.
Diretsong kainin.
Nako, wag po.
Okay, mga kahabits! Go, let's! Ayan mga kahabits! As promised, nandito na tayo ngayon sa kitchen ng SONRIE Cafe ng mga Scalabrinian sisters. And Sister Yasmin will teach us how to cook bakso.
Oo, tapos na kasi siyang gumawa ng meatballs. So this time po, titingnan natin kung paano po iluluto yung bakso. Sister, ano pang unahin natin?
Okay, so we have here the ground pork, which is already became
yes.
the ground meatballs, and we have to boil first.
For how long,
This is
sister?
plain water, sister.
Yes, it's plain
Plain
water.
water.
Just add a little bit of salt
Okay.
and the pork cubes, just a little bit, according to your taste na lang.
Okay.
So then we have to put it in.
Okay, so how long, sister?
This will be boiled like for about 2 minutes.
Oh,
Only for 2 minutes.
We don't need to
So-
take a lot of time because otherwise we will lose the texture of the meat.
Ganun pala. Ganun palang sekreto, mga kahabits.
2 minutes lang.
Only 2 minutes po na ipaboil po yung
Starting
meatballs
from the
po
boiling,
nila.
just leave it like this.
Okay.
So, kailangan naka-time
So,
talaga siya, kapatid.
while waiting for this one to be boiled, we just have to prepare the noodles.
The
So,
noodles,
Yes, po.
yes.
This is the bihon noodle actually. You can use also another kind of noodle, but I choose this.
Bihon.
It's bihon, yes po.
Bihon noodles.
Which I have like soaked it for 30 minutes. So just to soften this one.
So, kailangan pala siyang i-soak.
Yes.
Para lumambot po siya.
Yes po.
While we are waiting for
The
the meatballs to cook.
Yes po. So then, here we have the celery, which I have
Celery.
Yes po. I have
Yes.
chopped already. And then here we have the onions,
Onions?
which I have fried already.
Fried onions.
Yes po.
Fried.
Ayun,
Yes,
yung napapasarap
yes.
din kanina sa may
Yes.
bakso, kapatid.
Fried onions.
And then we have
the
yan, the calamansi.
Yes po.
Yes.
So,
Nako, malapit na maluto.
So, ang mga ingredients po ay hindi po mahirap
Yes.
hanapin.
Oo.
Available po itong lahat ng mga ingredients. Bihon, yung fried po na garlic, may mga garlic naman po tayo sa market, and then we have the calamansi.
Yes.
And then, yung ano, if you have noticed po mga kahabits, during po ng paggawa ng meatballs, si sister po hindi gumamit, kapatid, ng ano-ano.
Akala ko ilalagay niya lahat yan
Ay!
dito. Mali.
Hindi.
I have to observe
Isa-soak siya.
how Sister Yasmin prepares
Ayan.
it. Pero,
Then just add the
sister, while
calamansi.
waiting for that pa,
Yes po.
Sister Beth,
Yes,
Ito, balik tayo kay
Sinabi
Sister Beth.
natin migrants, ano ibig sabihin?
Actually, technical definition ng migrants, it covers all the person in human mobility, inland. All those who are also transiting inland. All those who are also transiting, yung mga naglalakbay, they are considered migrants because especially in the international global compact on migration and refugees, it is being treated in the higher level of the United Nations, Father, and it was proposed by the Vatican and the Dicastery of Integral Human Development, part ang ano doon ay migrant section. So mayroon mga international compact na kung saan yun ang binibigyan ng pansin sa lahat ng mga transit, land-based, sea-based, ang mga refugees, and there are different ministries and realities. Those who are gypsies, those who are, and it,
Including the gypsies.
yeah, and the tourists.
The tourists.
Yes,
So
the pilgrims. The
part pa rin
yeah,
pala
the
na
pilgrims.
kaniminis-
Those are all in
So,
the
it compasses all of
migrants.
those, sa mga mission po niyo, sister.
Yes,
Nako,
sister.
ang dami pala
The
talaga na
travelers.
i-catered.
The travelers, yes.
Tapos, bakit pinili nyo ang pastoral care for the migrants? Bakit
Actually,
hindi sa
this
iba?
is this is the charism that we have received
Okay.
by our founder, and it was commissioned to us by the church, and we are responding this based on how the church think of responding to the needs of those who are in the area of human mobility. So yun po yun,
okay.
Father. And in
Nako.
contextualizing it in the realities of the Philippines,
Philippines, yes.
we have the seafarers, which we are the best exporters
ang
of
dami.
the seafarers worldwide. We have the land-based, those who are OFWs and the different. Actually, whenever I've been attending in the conferences, that I used to say, name a country and there always be a Filipino.
Yes.
Yeah, because we are
all over the world.
But-
Filipinos are all over
yes,
the world.
sister. And
Nako, saglit, sister.
Yeah.
Nalo na po tayo. Nako, ang
yes,
bilis,
we
2
are ready po.
minutes. Ayan, ready na po. Nako, napasarap kasi yung usapan natin kay Sister
So,
Beth.
mga kapatid, nilagay ni
Ayan.
Sister Yasmin kanina
The
yung
meatballs.
bihon,
Oo.
the celery, yung onions at ang meatballs.
Yes po.
May kalamansi na po yan.
Yes.
Father,
At,
ayan.
Walang panglasa,
Oh,
walang artificial na panglasa. Ha?
Wala.
Wala.
Ayan.
So then, added the soup. That's
Kaya mas
the-
maintindihan ko kung bakit ang SONRIE Cafe during the time of pandemic naisipan ng mga Scalabrinian sisters. Kasi people are hungry, they beg for food, they need to eat.
And nowhere
Nakita
to
nila,
go.
nalaman nila yun na ano kaya pa natin ma-offer sa mga travelers.
Yeah. And actually, fathers, yun din kasi yung isang reason why is that's how Scalabrini live out his personal spirituality during his time, during the pandemic. And I don't need to forget that this year, we are celebrating the Scalabrinian year.
Oh!
What does it mean? Yes,
Yeah.
Scalabrinian year.
This coming?
This year.
This year? This, oh, exactly.
2021, we opened in November 9, 2021, and we will be closing on November 9, 2022. Why is Scalabrinian year? To remind us of the 25th year journey when Bishop Scalabrini had been beatified and recognized Father as the father of the migrants, father of the catechism as well. And this way, we have to recall our own, very own spirituality, especially in this time of pandemic. And how
So lumilitaw talaga ang karisma po ng mga Scalabrinians during this time ng pandemic.
Ang living testimony ay yung bread ni Mother Assunta. Hindi lang siya bread.
And the SONRIE Cafe itself.
It's fullness, no? It's a reminder, the humble beginnings of the congregation na hanggang ngayon na taghirap man, but we are here to offer what the Lord Jesus had asked us to do. And
You just imagine, lahat nag-close, sila nag-open para lang po makater the
wow, tapos na.
So, eto na po, ang isa sa kanilang best-seller po dito, yung bakso po nila. And then, isa lang po ito mga kahabits sa mga best-sellers at
Amoy pa lang,
masarap.
panalo na.
No? Na pwede po ninyong matikman dito kung pumunta po kayo ng Maynila. Sister Beth,
yes, sister.
ibigay ko sa yung spotlight.
Okay.
Take it away, sister. Would you please invite our kahabits?
Yes po, sister.
Ayan.
So, yan po. At katulad na sinabi ni sister, ito pong bakso ang isa sa pinakamasarap namin dito. And yet, SONRIE Cafe always wears smile.
Yes.
That's why we are inviting you to come over with us in 132 Panay Avenue, South Triangle. We are just close by Quezon Avenue and ABS-CBN. And it is open only every weekend.
Yun yung
Saturday
importante.
and Sunday. Yun po ang importante. Kasi wala po kayong makikita pag Monday hanggang Friday. So it is
take note,
always
kahabits.
a Saturday and Sunday.
Oo.
A weekend apostolate po ng Scalabrinians. And mind you, mga viewers, mga kahabits, yan po ay isang pamamaraan namin na kung saan kayo rin po ay maging channel ng aming charity works, ng aming mga ministries. You can also help us doing the charity and some expression of our care for all the people on the moves, the travelers, the seafarers, and whatever. So, come join us and be blessed.
Oh, yan. So, ayan na. So, nakakabusog sa panlasa at sa puso ng ang ating episode today. Ano? Di ba, Kahabit Father Toots? Kumusta ang naging experience mo today, Kahabit Father Toots? Hawak-hawak mo yung bestseller nila.
I can express it. Pero mga kapatid, bakit masarap? Dahil sa ingredients at dahil sa pagmamahal ng mga madreng Scalabrinian. Sila po ang namalengke, nagluto, at nag-entertain, nagre-receive sa atin. Sister Yasmin, Sister Teresa, Sister Stephanie, at Sister Beth, at ang buong community. Ano po, labor of love, kaya napakasarap po.
Tested po talaga.
Yes.
Tasted po. Hindi lang
I swear or promise, masarap
Yeah.
talaga.
Kaya po, tama po si Father Toots, mga kahabits. Join us here. Taste their best-seller foods. Talagang Indonesian po. Yung bakso po.
Indonesian cuisine, no?
Si Sister
Ikaw,
Yasmin.
Sister Jofe, ano ang take home mo ngayon?
Naku, ang dami kong take home. Kapatid, hindi lamang po sa pagkain ako nabusog, pati na rin po sa history ng kanilang beginnings.
sa
Ang humble
mission
beginnings
nila.
ng SONRIE Cafe, you just imagine, ang SONRIE pala is a smile.
Yes.
While they are cooking, hands-on sa pagluluto. Mga madre po natin talaga nag-hands-on sa pagluluto,
Correct.
kapatid.
Oo.
At iba yung lasa, sabi ko nga, sa iba yung
Iba
lasa
talaga.
ng pagkain na niluluto sa kamay.
At maganda yung
isang
sinabi ni
madre.
Sister Beth, daluyan sila.
Totoo.
Daluyan lang sila, channel ng pagmamahal ng Diyos.
Grabe, no? Very inspiring.
Tara na, punta
So
kayo dito.
inspiring.
Weekends lang ha, weekends.
Oh, take note po mga kahabits, wala po sila from Monday to Friday, only for Saturday and Sunday. Baka po kayo magkamali, punta
At
kayo dito.
affordable. At
Very affordable.
At every order nyo po, ay hindi ito para yayaman sila, para sa mission
Sa
din.
ministries.
Kaya be part of the Scalabrinian mission.
Actually.
Tara, join
Yeah.
us here at SONRIE Cafe.
Yes. At sisters, nako,
Sister Beth.
ano pong pabaon ninyo sa ating mga
Sister
kahabits?
First, I just want to thank you for inviting us or being with us this afternoon, promoting our little and humble ministries, the SONRIE Cafe, also the presence of our mission in the Philippines, also in Asia, and the world over, how we do our charismatic and pastoral care for the migrants and all people on the move. And it is an opportunity for us, those who are young ladies,
Yes.
searching and minding what and how they could serve God. Maybe it's one way of serving the Lord. And also, sister, father, i-remind ko po, kami po ay nagse-celebrate ng Scalabrinian Year. So, in all the realities, yung mga congregations so really also serving the migrants, because we believe in the Erga Migrantes Caritas Christi that this pastoral care for migrants is being shared to all the religious congregations, serving and wanting to serve the people of God.
So
Yes.
actually, sister, the Philippines is so blessed to have you here in our
Yes,
country.
correct. And
Oo.
Sister Yasmin, an Indonesian, Scalabrinian, who is a missionary to the Philippines. Any words po?
Actually, I would like to thank all of you, father and sister, for featuring this Indonesian menu. And this is so special for me to share the culture with you in the community, and also for the
Yes.
Filipinos who are around here. So, thank you talaga.
And
Maraming salamat.
Sister Yasmin, you are also a gift to the church
Yes.
and to the world. Yay!
Yay! Exactly, yan talaga napakaano po natin, ano.
Ayan, kayo naman, kahabit, Sister Cleofe, ano yung pinaka-favorite mo sa episode na ito?
Nako, parang all of the above, kapatid.
Pareha tayo.
Oo. Sa pagsimula pa lang, introduce natin yun kung ano yung history ng SONRIE Cafe together with the
Okay.
sisters.
At yung menu?
Oo, yung menu nila. Hanggang sa kitchen and how to prepare the foods.
Opo.
Yung motto natin.
Okay.
The fastest way of gaining man's stomach, gaining man's heart is through his stomach.
And
So,
woman's heart also.
Sa kitchen, oo, woman at
Pero
saka man.
syempre, sa akin din, na-appreciate ko, narinig ko na ang Scalabrinian Sisters, but napalalim yung appreciation ko sa kanila. Sila po yung committed sa pastoral care of the migrants and the families of the migrants. At ang SONRIE Cafe ay isang expression na kanilang pagmamahal sa mga travelers.
Yun nga, no?
Ang migrants pala ay may pilgrims, may OFWs,
Orphanage, pinanong nila.
tapos, tourists, yung biktima ng human smuggling at human trafficking. Kaya appreciative ako sa misyon ng mga Scalabrinian
Yes,
sisters.
and very challenging talaga yung ministry nila, kapatid. And they were able to surmount it just
Yes.
because they wear the smile.
Correct.
Diba? Ang saya po ng tour po natin sa may episode po nito. So, mga kahabits, since we are talking about the charity which the Scalabrinian sisters are giving to the Filipino people, ito naman po is a charity according to Pope Francis. Tapos sabi niya, to ensure that the majority of people are vaccinated is an act of love. Vaccination is a simple but profound way of promoting the common good and caring for each other, especially the most vulnerable. So mga kahabits, please continue and help us promote to encourage po ng ating mga kababay na hindi pa nagpa-vaccinate to get vaccinated.
Correct. At dapat po makinig tayo sa ating Santo Papa. Huwag matakot na kasi magiging zombie ka pag na-vaccinate ka.
Oo nga,
So funny. Ito po ay ating protection. This may not be the cure, but this is our protection. Ang matiyak na ang halos lahat ng mga tao ay magpapabakuna ay tanda ng pagmamahal. It's an act of charity. At meron din po tayong mga in English and Filipino na mga booklets, kits, education po, na galing po sa dicastery ng Promoting for the Integral Human Development o ng COVID-19 Vatican Commission Task Force Health at ng AMRSP, ang inyong pamilya.
Okay, so ito po yung gagamitin po sa mga kapatid po natin.
Yes, education.
Education kit po to. Dito po masasagot yung mga tanong, bakit kailangan magpabaksin?
Correct.
Bakit
Oo.
huwag kang matakot?
Yes.
Ito po yung tulong po.
The Holy Father mismo at ang Vatican po, ang Holy See ang nagsasabi, please, magpa-vaccinate na po.
Yes, totoo. So, mga kahabits, where do you want us to go next? Here in the Habits on the Spot. Share nyo na rin sa amin ano pang gusto ninyong pag-usapan sa ating next episodes.
For comments or suggestions, i-message ninyo lang kami at facebook.com/amrsp.org at sa instagram.com/amrsp.media. Also visit our YouTube channel, AMRSP Media, at mag-subscribe na.
Again, we wish to thank the missionary sisters of St. Charles Borromeo or the Scalabrinian sisters for being with us here on the spot. Join us again as we explore consecrated life, the church, the world, and the society. This has been your kahabit, Sister Maria Cleofetrance of the Dominican Sisters of the Most Holy Rosary of the Philippines.
Thank you very much, mga kahabits, for having us on your weekly religious routine. See you next week. I am your kahabit, Father Toots Vanefe of the Order of Carmelites, signing off from your weekly inspiration and information companion. And we have been the Habits. Bye! Thank you very much,
Scalabrinian
mga
kahabits. Thank you.
Happy Scalabrinian
Be
Year.
safe po.
Peace.